It's Friday, the 16th of April. Thank God it's Friday, and welcome to the Breakfast Show. I am your host, Mark Anthony, and we will get to those headlines in just a second, but I know you can't start your day without our regular rundown of those all-important celebrity birthdays. It's a very happy birthday today to comedian Martin Lawrence and to Pretty in Pink actor John Cryer. Many happy returns also to the original long-haired lover from Liverpool, Mr. Jimmy Osmond. They're all massive fans of this show, so I'm sure they'll be tuning in. So many happy returns, gentlemen. We'll be right back after this.
If you enjoyed this show, please consider supporting us. Go to buymeacoffee.com/demolition news.
So yesterday brought the news that self-employed wages in the construction sector have actually returned to pre-COVID levels. According to a report in online news portal Construction Inquirer, demand for skilled labour has seen self-employed trades enjoy their best month of earnings since the start of pandemic, which is good news for everyone. Average weekly pay rose by 3.7% to an average of £920 during the month of March, the highest figure since February 2020. Meanwhile, weekly earnings reached all-time highs in the east of England, that's £1,016, and the East Midlands, where they are £968. All regions except Wales, poor old Wales, had month-on-month earnings growth. Quite why the rates of pay fell, given that the construction industry was given key worker status and worked right the way through the pandemic, frankly, is beyond me, but I'm not an economist. So the fact that self-employed wages are back to pre-lockdown levels is further good news for an industry that's already riding pretty high anyway. Now, also before the world went completely mad, I attended an Institute of Demolition Engineers seminar at the famous Molyneux Stadium in Wolverhampton. The event was co-hosted by the University of Wolverhampton, and it was memorable for two key reasons. The first was that the event followed hot on the heels of a series of demolition scaffold collapses, and a discussion of that topic was passionate and at times heated, which is precisely what the subject matter required, actually. The second memorable element of the day was a presentation on the disposal of asbestos, or more specifically, asbestos-bearing cement sheets using thermal technology. Now, fast forward to this week, and it's been announced that the University of Wolverhampton has joined forces with the company behind that technology to carry out further research into asbestos denaturing. Thermal Recycling, a company whose aim it is to divert asbestos from landfill, opened a demonstration plant in September 2020 to provide an alternative to asbestos disposal. The company and the University of Wolverhampton Brownfield Research and Innovation Centre has now launched a research programme to further develop understanding of asbestos conversion. The programme will apparently build on the research already carried out by Thermal Recycling into environmentally and responsible solutions to asbestos disposal. Commenting on the agreement, Graham Gould, the chairman of Thermal Recycling, said, "This research will build on the analytical work that we've already carried out looking at the chemistry of CalMag, the new material created by our conversion process of cement-bound asbestos sheets." Now, I met Graham Gould at that ID event, and I'm hoping to get him on the show in the very near future to explain exactly what all this technology does. So watch this space. Now, it feels like just a few moments ago that I was sat in this very chair co-hosting the latest outing of the Construction Collective live show with the good folks at Case Construction Equipment. It was another hugely successful event. I'd like to say a personal thank you to Crispin Turner and Hayden Bale, the wider Case team, and of course to my co-host, Peter Haddock, for making it such a great show. Now, in case you weren't watching, and if you weren't, I'd like to know where the hell you were, the event marked the latest evolution of the Case G Series wheel loader range. There is a link to the full 1 hour show in the description of today's show, but just to give you a taste of what you missed if you weren't here last night, check this out. Now, as I said, you can catch up on the recorded version of last night's live show in the description of today's show. Speaking of catching up, by this time tomorrow, I am hoping, it's not confirmed yet, but I'm hoping that our new roundup show, The Weekend Wrap, will have dropped for the first time. The show will take the news highlights of each week and condense them into one easy to digest new show. We're still working away in the background to make it look as good as we possibly can, given what my editor has to work with, i.e. my face. But we really do hope you like it and that you'll tune in to see exactly what that looks like. That just about wraps up today's show proper and pretty much wraps up the week too. We've got lots more to bring you in the coming days and weeks, including the next big Construction Collective show, which will take place at 6 p.m. on the evening of the 29th of April. We're also talking about the idea of attempting to break our own live stream longevity record. Our longest show to date currently stands at 1 hour and 42 minutes, but I firmly believe we have a 2-hour show in us. Probably a 3-hour show in us, but baby steps. Particularly if we drag in some of our favourite guests as well. We will keep you posted on that one, and it's something that's coming clear in my mind. I do wonder if we might actually get that one sponsored in aid of maybe the Lighthouse Club or something similar, or be able to take donations on the day to keep the wheels turning. But we'll keep you posted on that. But until then, have a great day, and more importantly, have a great weekend. I think we've all learned it this week. We'll be back here tomorrow with the first ever weekend wrap show, all things being equal, and all next week as well with the Breakfast show. But until then, thanks for watching. Stay safe, look after yourself, your family, your friends, and your colleagues. I really appreciate you watching, and I'll see you again very, very soon.